Hi boys and girls, in this lesson today that we're going to do, you're going to hear kind of or see two terms. So when they use the term decompose, it's really kind of showing that we're using multiplication to find a fraction equivalent. And then when you hear the term compose, they're using division again to find a common denominator or like units. Okay, so you can see up here they're asking us to decompose to make like units, then add or subtract. So they're showing you the steps that we're going to kind of be using here. So you can see we have 2/7 plus 12/28, and again they're using related units, sevenths and 28ths. So we could change 7 to 28 by multiplying by 4. Okay, so we've done that here. So if I do 2 times 4, that's going to be 8. If I do 7 times 4, that's going to be 28. So our equivalent fraction is 8/28. Then we're going to be writing our other fraction over here, 12/28. We're going to add them together for our final answer of 20/28. And later on, we will be talking a little bit about how do I simplify these? How do I simplify these? Because often they will ask you to write it in its simplest terms. So we'll be learning that a little bit later. Let's take a look at this. We have subtraction this time. We have 12ths and 24ths. So hopefully you're thinking to yourself, I could change 12th to 24th by multiplying by 2. So that would give us 22/24 minus 6/24. And then I might have to go off over here because for some of us that might just be like I need to actually write that out and do my borrowing, regrouping. 12 minus 6 is 6, and then 1 is 1. So I have my final answer of 16/24. Okay, let's go down here where we're going to actually doing the compose to make like units, and we're using division this time. So you can see here I have fifths and I have 20ths. So they've kind of decided let's change our 20ths into fifths by dividing. So again, what could I divide 20 by to make fifths? And if you're saying 4, you're correct. So what would that give me? In the first blank, I would have 1/5 because that's my first fraction right here. And then looking at this work here, what is this going to give me? Well, 12 divided by 4 is going to give me 3. And then 20 divided by 4 is going to give me 5. So I have fifths. So 1/5 plus 3/5 is 4/5. Going on to this one. So we have subtraction 5/9 minus 9/27. So again, we're using that decomposing. So we have 5/9 in our first blank minus, and then we're going to do our work up here. So what could I divide 27 by to get 9ths? And hopefully you're saying 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 27 divided by 3 is 9. So 5/9 minus 3/9 is going to equal 2/9. Okay, looking at our last two to do. So I'm looking at here and I'm asking myself, which one could I change? Well, I think I'm going to change my 6th into 30ths using multiplication. So this is what that would look like. I'm going to keep my 7/30ths the same, plus, and then I'm going to put my 3/6 right here. And then I'm going to ask myself, I'll just draw my line like this. What could I multiply times 6 to give me 30? So hopefully you're thinking like me, 5. 6 times 5 is 30. So whatever I do to the denominator I have to do to the numerator. Okay, so then I'm going to rewrite my problem over here. I've got my 7/30ths, and then I'm going to think about what this will equal. Plus 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30. And then my final answer would be 22/30ths. Okay, looking at this next one. Let's look and see. I have 6 and I have 36. In my mind, changing 6 to 36 is going to be the best bet here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So I have 5/6. And then what am I going to multiply it by to give me 36? So here's my other fraction, 20/36. What am I going to multiply it by? Okay, if you're saying 6, you're correct. Okay, so then let's rewrite it. What would this become? This would become 5 times 6 is 30. This would become 6 times 6 is 36. So this would now 5/6 would become 30/36 minus 20/36, and then I'll just have to write my answer down below, which is 30 minus 20 is 10, and then our denominator stays the same. We don't subtract our denominator.